On to other news now. The inquest into the deaths of 144 Life Esidimeni patients is expected to start today in the High Court in Pretoria. Well, the 144 mentally challenged patients were moved to non-compliant NGOs following the termination of a contract between the Gauteng Health Department and the Life Esidimeni Group in 2015. The contract was terminated allegedly to save money. People died allegedly from neglect, hydration, torture and hunger between March and December 2016. Some went missing when they were moved and have still not been found. Now we cross to our reporter Chriselda Lewis. Very good morning to you, Chriselda. The inquest starts today, 5 years after the Life Esidimeni tragedy, to determine if anyone can be held criminally liable for the tragedy in which at least 144 mental health patients died. Now, what can we expect today?
Well, the start of the inquest will without a doubt reopen the wounds of the families of the Life Esidimeni tragedy. So 5 years after 144 mental health patients had died, this inquest will determine if anyone can be held criminally liable for the deaths. You'd recall that in 2017, the National Prosecuting Authority had said that there was insufficient evidence to bring charges in the 144 cases. And as such, this inquest into the deaths of the patients would need to happen. So this is it. Judge Manoa, therefore, will preside over this inquest. And you must recall that there'd already been an arbitration process led by the retired Deputy Chief Justice Dikgang Moseneke, who saw that basically that process saw the families being awarded 1 million rand and in addition 200,000 rand for their suffering emotionally and also for funeral costs. So 5 years on, these families are hoping that there will be some kind of closure with regard to someone taking responsibility for the actions that led to their loved ones, dying of dehydration and starvation as well. Section 27 is also representing some of the families, and there is a hope at this particular time that some senior government officials who were within the Gauteng Health Department at the time would face some kind of action. You would recall what we heard during the time was, how certain sections of the Gauteng Health Department, including the MEC at the time, who had basically been accused of a lax attitude towards moving those mental health patients to those NGOs. So while certainly this is a process that's going to be, applauded by the families in that perhaps someone at the end of this all will be criminally held liable for the death of their loved ones, this is without a doubt going to see them relive the pain that their loved ones went through before they passed on.
All right, Chriselda, will certainly be crossing back to you as soon as the inquest starts. That was our reporter Chriselda Lewis, and she's been giving us a preview into the inquest into the Life Esidimeni tragedy at which 144 mental patients died.